Will Cetx recover to at least the $10 to $13 range, or is this a ticker which you should be cutting your losses and walking away from? What's up, trend price today? We're between Cetx under three different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be doing a cast breakdown, the what, some stock analysis, the where, telling us where to get in and where to get out. So without further ado, if this is the type of content you guys like, hit that thumbs up button. As always, guys, I take a lot of pride in being the only guy here which actually brings you guys unbiased predictions, right? What does that mean? That means that, I don't care about you guys liking what I have to say. I just tell you guys what you need to hear, right? In fact, if you take a look at this ticker, right, Cetx, I did come up with a video on it about a couple of days ago, right, when the ticker was squeezing all the way. This is about 23 hours, so this is literally yesterday, right? I came up with this video yesterday. Listen to what I said. So there's that. So when we take a look at Cetx, when it comes to Cetx, I think that this is one of those tickers which you don't want to hold for multiple days. I wouldn't be holding it for multiple days. Now, I do see it potentially giving us a double top again at $20 if nothing else is moving. But I think that the best trades to take were in this pre-market hours in the uptrend over here to the upside, right? I mean, we made an absolute killing in our community, man. We absolutely crushed it. Also, this is our Discord. Right, so we crushed on we did actually crush it on Cetx, man. I mean, this move to the upside, this is exactly what we played. And I'll tell you guys this, right? When it comes to these tickers, you also got to understand that, at the end of the day, right, it's a game of supply and demand. And what made SMX be such a massive squeezer to the upside was something that, Cetx did not have, right? Which was that limited supply, which we talked about in the previous video. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about regarding the limited supply, so at the end of the day, guys, the name of the game is supply and demand, right? When there's a small amount of supply and it's a limited amount of supply and demand comes in, the stock price shoots up, right? Notice how I said small and limited supply, not just small supply, right? Because that's what differentiates SMX from Cetx, right? SMX not only had a small float, it also had a limited float, right? The company hadn't yet came out and announced dilution. The company hadn't came out and yet said, hey everyone, we're selling shares. They hadn't done that. But what you have regarding Cetx, right, one of the reasons why I wasn't a big fan was this massive overhead supply, right, just looming over the ticker. Guess what? 3 million shares in warrants. 3 million shares in warrants. I mean, when you look over here, man, and when you look at the prices that these warrants are actually priced at, you have $6 warrants, right? $6 warrants ready to be printed, right? Ready to be exercised and added into the markets. Then over here, you have, let's take a look. You have 85-cent ones, you have $1 ones, you have 89-cent ones, right? So clearly, when you take a look at this, right, you start to understand, hey, you know what, man? This is a ticker which the moment it pumps, there are so many warrant holders ready to exercise these shares, which all the demand that comes in is met with supply, and the stock is either going to stay flat or it's going to start selling off the moment the demand is no longer there, right? So what you get in a stock which has a very large overhead supply is you get a leaky bucket situation where the demand is coming into the bucket, but the bucket has holes of supply. So it just keeps pouring out, pouring out, pouring out, pouring out. All right. Now, it's funny because in my last video, I tried to kind of teach you guys a couple of things, and there were people saying, oh, you didn't say anything about Cetx. And, the thing is, right, these videos are not for low IQ individuals that are just used to, someone reading off a script and telling them, oh, Cetx is this, Cetx does that, Cetx. Because let's be honest, this ticker did not run from $3.60 to $20 because of the news of them acquiring another company. That's not what caused this move. And if you think that's what caused this move, you don't know shit about fuck, okay? That's the reality of the matter. The reason why this ticker ran is because they recently had a reverse split. It's got a extremely small float, and people were looking desperately for the next SMX. So once it started moving, everyone started piling in. Buy. Some shorts got squeezed. Bang. There you go. All of a sudden, from $4.27 to $20 a share. But guess what? Just as fast as the moves come, just as fast they fade away, right? So when it comes to a ticker like Cetx, where's the recovery, Sam? Can it recover? Well, it depends. What do you call recovery, right? What does recovery mean to you? Well, when it comes to recovery, I'm going to be real with you guys. The highest I see going will be this $9 levels, right? And even the $9 levels is really pushing it. I think, more likely than not, it will kind of stop at this $8 levels, right? I'm not sure if it can break above $8. But what I would do, right? I don't even know if it can do 8 anymore. I mean, it's sold off so freaking massively today, man. It's looking really tough. It's looking really tough. And I'm telling you, the reason why it's selling off like this is because they're adding shares. Again, I don't have any proof of this, right? But sooner than later, you're gonna get a 10K, you're gonna get an 8K where they say, hey everyone, from this date to this date, we sold a gazillion shares. right? And well, again, right, the company needs money, so it is what it is, right? For me though, when I take a look at CTX, I think that it's really unfortunate because I could have seen it honestly double top at 20 if they weren't selling shares so aggressively. But listen, what SMX did is it set unrealistic expectations as to what to look for when it comes to these tickers. These tickers cannot be held. They need to be day traded. Okay, that's it. You need to get in and get out. That's it. What you saw with SMX, it doesn't happen 95% of the time. 95% of the time, stocks move like this. These shitty opinion stocks move like this. They pump, they crash. They pump, they crash. They pump, they dump. They pump, they bump. That's how they move. That's how they move. Right? So you're here thinking that, oh my God, just because it's moving, if it went to 20, it can go to 50. That's your biggest mistake. Right? Expecting the freaking everything that shines to be gold, right? And I think SMX was really not gold. SMX was just something else, man. I mean, when you take a look at it, it's insanity. The way this ticker moved to the upside, I have personally not seen something like this in a very, very long time. It definitely caught me way off guard. A multi-day rally from $3 to $490. I mean, insanity, man, insanity. But going back to CETX stock, the highest I see it going would be that $8 levels. Unfortunately, I don't see it getting above those levels. And that's my take, okay? Now listen, if you guys are tired of losing, if you're tired of wasting your money in the markets, if you're tired of wasting your time, come trade with us. Come trade with us. Our community is the only community which gives you access to it for 2 weeks free. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Now I know what you're thinking, right? Sam, this guy also does 2 weeks free trial. That guy also does 2 weeks free trial. But they don't give you the 30 days money back guarantee. You know why? Because their strategy is for you to join, forget that you joined, your card gets charged, and voila, they made money. That's not how we operate. We want you guys to join. We want you to make money. And only if you made money, that's when we want you to pay us. So we have day traders, swing alerts, option alerts, you name it, we got it. And when you take a look at our alerts, this is what they look like. We give it a ticker. We give it a ticker. We give it an entry. We give it an exit. We give it a stop loss. And we tell you how many shares to buy as well. We use a 10K system as a 10K benchmark account. So let's say we say 200 shares in a 10K account. Let's say you have a 30K account, you buy 3 times this amount. Let's say you have a 50K account, you buy 5 times this amount. So we give you everything. Not only do we tell you where to get in, where to get out, we also tell you how many shares to buy. Nobody else is doing this. Nobody else, right? And again, there's a reason we have people coming back month after month after month. Look at this. Good days at work today. Keep it very conservative and do not touch those crazy thousand plays and kept it steady. Nonetheless, bought a decent profit. Really enjoy trading with y'all. Beautiful, my man. Beautiful, beautiful. 3.3K. Bang. Shout out A-Trade. Quick in and out trade after hours. Thanks Sam and his team. Now this says yesterday, but it's really not yesterday because I'm located in London, England right now. So this is literally today. Today we made a killing on NCPL. We called that at $1 and it went all the way upwards of freaking $1.90. We did close our position around $1.70, $1.80-ish, but it went all over the $2. MJM says first day here since joining, up 18% for the day. Thank you Sam and the community. Literally December 9th, as you guys can see. Yesterday, CMCT, we made a killing on 3.5K over here. Ron, $46. Big wins, small wins, we got them all, man. CTX yesterday, we made a killing $12,000 on it. We've been crushing it, man. We've been absolutely crushing it. Astrid says, today I want to share my profits as a member of this group. I'm very amazed by the service of these people. So good and appreciative of their work. Like these are the other mentors. 34,000 GBP, 34,000 British pounds. PLRZ, YYI. $313, $39 for Eugene. So big wins, small wins, all across the board, man. I mean, all across the board, you see $27. God bless, God bless. I'm so proud of what we've managed to build here, man. A community which helps both the big guys bringing in freaking tens of thousands of dollars a day and the small guys making $30 a trade, right? It's the best. I am so grateful. 7 trial levels down, 7 to go. Open a new broker account to track this Discord's alerts. And if this keeps up, I want to become a paid member. Thank you. 6,000 or 8,000 the past week. I can't really tell. Thank you, Sammy Boy. Great videos all around. Account getting ready for me. Start dabbling into options soon. These are just from the day traders and swinglers. Last 5 days, 1,600. Beauty, 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 beauty. 5 days into the 14 days. German. I don't speak German. I joined after getting burned in Moon Market Discord from a pump in them about 5 months ago. Easily best decision I've ever made. Keep working on Sam. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you. Anyways, listen. Give it a shot, okay? 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% discount. Day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access, everything directly to your phone. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, buy this, sell this. Okay, bing, bing, bing. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.